All right, good evening, everybody out there. My name is Trevor Johnson, Operations Section Chief with California Interagency Incident Management Team 4, here with your evening update for Wednesday, July 30th on the Orleans complex. Overall, another successful day by our firefighters out on both the Red and Butler fires. On the Red fire, that's contained, but again, we have suppression repair ongoing on that incident. Today, our firefighters out on the Butler fire were faced with a red flag warning that was in effect for much of the day. That's due to the elevated temperatures, low RHs, and other factors that our weather meteorologists measure. So even though that we had those conditions out there, we're still very confident in our control of the incident or perimeter. So we'll go over to the west side of the fire here on close to the Boise fire of 2024 or closer to Orleans. Again, no significant activity to report. We do have a section of fire line that remains open on our map. That's due to the inaccessible terrain in Hamel Creek. We'll be monitoring that over the couple days using our infrared technology, but again, should be no factor. We have containment lines built around it should anything move, though we don't anticipate that. Again, working down here towards Butler Creek, out towards Butler Flat, no significant activity to report. That remains true for much of the incident down Forks of the Salmon Road and down into Forks of the Salmon proper. This piece over here that we had firefighters work coming out of Quail Flat to Hog Mountain and Yellow Jacket Ridge, again, no significant activity to report. Crews were out there extinguishing isolated heat sources based on our IR imagery. That continues down through Murderer's Gulch and out through Sawyer's Bar Road. Everything in there is looking really good. Down on Cecilville Road, that still remains closed, and that's due to the fire weakened trees and still active rocks falling into the road. Our firefighters are taking safety measures in there, but they're doing everything they can to open up that road system while also suppress the edge of the fire. Now as we come down into what we call Division Romeo, this is up Know Nothing Creek. Again, active firefighting in here. We're doing mop-up along a majority of this division here, securing our lines, making sure we're mopping up well within the perimeter. Out here, a slop over that occurred a few days prior off the 05 Alpha Road, south of Lunch Creek. That's all been tied in with hand line and hose line and was mopped up for a majority of the day. The priority on the whole fires has been this piece on the southern end of Nordheimer Creek. Our hot shot crews were out there today assessing for ways to tie that line into the bottom of the fire or build containment line with their hand tools and chainsaws down into the bottom. There's no good way for us to successfully and safely anchor our line into the bottom. So they're going to be using a little bit of indirect line in there to secure the fire. Should be no factor. We've looked at this continuously. The fuel's in there, the weather in there, the limited movement it's had over the past couple days makes us very confident in our ability to prevent the southern movement of the fire. Should something unexpected occur, we're aided by the red salmon scar, and we're also validating lines out to the south just to have a backup plan in place. Also going on the incident today was our repair work. Again, actively brushing and chipping road systems through Godfrey Ranch. Crews are fixing fences and anything that got damaged by the fire, and we're attempting to answer every call for service by the citizens out here in this area. That's our primary goal here, is to serve the community as best as possible. That repair work continues across the eastern edge of the fire. Everything looking good. Firefighters will continue to backhaul excess firefighting supplies off the line. Over the coming days, we'll continue our suppression repair efforts as well as remain focused on this piece of fire down here in Nordheimer Creek. I'm sure you're well aware of the weather, if you're looking at the weather on the internet or you live in the area, that we do have these thunder cells that have developed overhead. We have had lightning strikes in the area. We do have additional resources that we can utilize should the Six Rivers National Forest or Klamath National Forest need them. With that, this is going to be the last of our night shift briefings due to the relative downgrade in incident activity. Excuse me. That'll be our last one due to the downgrade in incident activity during the nighttime. We'll still be back with you in the mornings to provide you an operational update. Thank you for your time.